game week 22, and surprisingly, none of the top four won this weekend.
Surprisingly, Liverpool. That's not surprising, is it?
Tough
Oh,
game. Burnley.
no. The,
Burnley at home.
And I think
That's three draws against three
none of the
promoted
bottom
teams
three
at home.
lost.
None of the bottom three lost either. Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
But I will have to come on to the team who were fourth for a little while and the big
Hey, oh,
Manchester derby, Man United, Man City, Carrick at the wheel.
Carrick at the wheel. Give him a contract. No, no. You know what?
Right on schedule.
First of all, we were fourth for a while, and we've always had an
Is that
allergy
some
against.
sort of stat or something? Fourth for a while.
It's the new benchmark. Uh, every time we've had a chance this year to go fourth or fifth, we've flunked it, and we took it with both hands. But park everything. Park everything. Let's park the excitement that everyone's feeling at the moment. It's just 3 points, right? It's one flipping game. For us to win, City had to be crap and we had to be good, and it happened.
And you should have had red as well.
We should have had I mean, that red, the madness of. Okay, I can see why it's not given in real time because it happened quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but once you send it to VAR, if that's not a red, unless somebody punches somebody straight in the face, there's no such thing as a red if that's not a red. I mean, it's the most ridiculous decision. Like the way his knee bends, and they're saying it's not with force. Nobody
Yeah.
bends their knee like that for fun,
No, because
right?
it's not even like you see him given when it scrapes down the knee, but you
Yeah,
see the
Yeah.
impact.
yeah.
It's mental
I mean,
that
I
that
mean,
wasn't given. It's
however,
madness.
I am going to say let's park that. Um,
Well, it would have been a different game if it was a red.
oh, well done. Figure that
Yeah.
out for yourself. Um, it wasn't a red in the end.
No,
Right.
what?
Well, I'm not going
That's
to
a
say right
yellow.
or
That's a
wrong.
yellow for you.
Back
Oh,
chat.
No,
Lucky you're not
It's one of
getting.
those for a while.
Yeah, you're lucky you're not getting a red for that.
oh yeah, that's what. Oh no, I won't go there.
Yeah, be careful. You're on a yellow.
Well, yeah, yeah, but it's the best we've played in years. And when I say the best we played, we actually sustained it for 90 minutes. We play well for 20 minutes here, 40 minutes, or blah blah blah, and then we get absolutely battered. It's the first time, and they said it on TV, right? It's the first time you could see the benefit of not playing in the week.
Well,
Like they look fresh.
it's the first
Mm.
time since because you had a pretty active summer and brought in some Premier League proven players. It's the first time that they've been deployed properly. It's
Yeah,
the first time you've been set up
Yeah.
and
to
and
make use of your
It's
players.
almost like it was't rocket science playing in a back four, was it?
Yeah,
like he put players in the positions they know, right? And,
Yeah.
and I thought Keane summed it up because anybody who came in, I guess that's how they would have played. Timing's a big thing as well because having players come back and all that. Dorgu actually played well. Dallo, like he can't pass it 2 yards, right? Like, but the other thing was Bruno looked freer. He looked so
But yeah,
much
because
more.
he's not sitting, he's playing
He,
10.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
who would have thought though, right? Who would have thought that if we
Ten's
played?
best position is number 10, yeah.
Put him in his best position. And then all this talk of Mainu can't last 90 minutes and Casemiro can't. I thought Casemiro was brilliant,
Well, he was
right?
man of the match.
He was brilliant for me. And it's like all these guys who they keep telling us can't last suddenly last. So I'm not going to give this, oh, where, there's been a lot of crap talk of where were they all this last period. Well, they were playing in positions that they didn't want to playing in a system they weren't used to, whether you agree with that or not. If you put them in the positions that they're used to and they can play, this is what you get.
and
Yeah.
some of the old faithfuls got started, right? Maguire, Shaw,
Yeah.
Mainu,
Yeah.
Maguire
Bruno.
played amazingly.
Yeah, it was a really good game.
Maguire did play well. And I thought, the little big man Martinez did well. But let me go back to the point, right? And everyone's getting a
Perfect.
major hard on about United. United's win did need City to play badly, right? Whether they say, "Oh, it's because of the way we played," no, like City don't play that badly.
City's back four were all at sea, to
Oh,
be
they
fair.
were all over the place. You could tell it from the first few minutes, couldn't you? That they, I missed the first 10 actually, which is why I missed the tackle. But yeah, it looked the whole game. That back four just looked guessable in behind. They didn't look like they had a clue what they were doing. And
I
you
mean, it could
obviously
have
had
been
the three
seven. It could
disallowed.
have been a lot more.
Yeah,
It could
yeah,
have been
yeah.
a lot more. You know, I wanted a three, but I think it's like it's a decent result. Like I'm not taking anything away from the win, but I'm just saying, like
Yeah,
everyone,
2-0 probably
calm
flat.
down.
Yeah. And also for City, it's concerning because I know they've got a lot of injuries, but Diaz is out for a while, isn't he? Stones, I don't think they know when he's going to be back.
Yeah.
Gavardio looks like he's got a bad injury. Obviously, Gue's coming in, but if
But
they
I
don't
don't
sort
think
that back four out,
Gahey doesn't turn that around.
no, no, he
You know
doesn't.
what I mean?
No.
He'll improve the team, definitely. But
He's a solid defender. He's not a world beater, is he? He's not like a Saliba Gabriel, for example.
I
He's
was
just a
surprised
solid
how
centre back.
ordinary Rodri looked though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we made him look, you know, like he's that Ballon d'Or winner and all
But is
that.
he the same player
But
post injury?
my
I
point
don't
is,
know if we've seen it
he's
yet.
still world class, but he was. Everyone's allowed a bad game and all that, but he was pretty awful as well.
I mean, City haven't shown that. I know they're pretty lethal going forwards or have been, but
Well, Haaland's
they
lethal going forward. This is the thing as well, right?
well Foden, Cherky, Semenyo,
But but
like
if Haaland's off
they're all
form, yeah, but Haaland's been off form and they're struggling.
yeah. But I mean, they are still going forward. That City team is, I think, phenomenal. But just defensively, and if Rodri isn't what he was, I just can't see a way they can mount a serious title challenge when they're conceding so many
Right.
goals.
And
they
in the
don't look like they're
last
going to
four
go on a
games,
12
last,
game
hold
run.
on,
No,
last four games have been 3 draws and a loss
yeah,
um, for them. And go back to Haaland, if Haaland's not performing, City aren't performing.
That's what it is. That's the point I'm getting at. Everybody else can be great and chip in, but the problem is that it's so Haaland centric. They're so reliant on Haaland. It's that he's their way out. Like you know, we were talking earlier before the Christmas break on that there's a serious danger of Haaland dragging them over the line, right? And his goals have dried up for a few games, and he'll probably come back and start banging them in like he normally does. But it does show that if he dries up completely, everyone else does. And it was it was it was a great game. It was a brilliant performance from us, and we played like a United side with pace and all this talk about in the
I
past.
hate this played like a United side.
No,
So
but
bored of that.
It's such bollocks. It's like, oh, it's the United DNA. What United DNA?
I didn't say
Since
DNA.
10, 15 years ago. It's
What,
just
I
when
didn't say
everyone
United
played
DNA.
4-4-2?
What I'm
yeah,
saying
and you
is,
could play on the counter.
all
It's
right, calm
just
down.
so it's pathetic.
I'm saying, hey, this is the
Play
thing.
play play
This
on the
is
counter attack against
no, but
Burnley
this
with
is
a
the
low
point,
block.
right? We even under Fergie, we always played on the counter attack. People
But you
forget
can't
that.
play like that anymore.
Well, it's the only way we can win a game. We just want to
But
get
you
on the
this is what
counter.
you did under Ollie. You play on the counter attack,
Yeah,
but you still need to find a way to break down the. Your
and we
problem.
finished second under Raleigh as well. I know it fell apart in the end, but we did finish second in the
So
league under Raleigh.
you give Arsenal Jip consistently finishing second, and suddenly that's a marker of
No, it's
success.
not a marker. I'm just telling you, we finished second in the league under Raleigh. Right?
Congrats.
I still think let Carrick have this half a season,
I love this. Honestly,
It's the same every time.
same script
and
every time.
then get Ancelotti. I'm Team Ancelotti all the way.
And I guarantee
He wouldn't work.
Carrick will have a decent run, and maybe you finish top four, and knobheads like Rio Ferdinand going, give him what he wants, give him what he
No,
wants,
I'm
and then in
saying get Ancelotti.
2 time it will all fall apart. And
November's our month, mate. November's our month for falling apart.
I also don't think Ancelotti would fix
But he's
fix
my
your
personal
issues.
choice. Like personally, I would like Ancelotti. There's an argument for Enrique, Tuchel, or whatever, right?
They'll probably take your opinion on board as well. In fairness,
Like I've written to them, right? I've written to
Right.
them. But in my opinion, It
With
should be.
City losing, perfect opportunity to go 9 points clear for Arsenal. Didn't
Yeah.
didn't take it.
Didn't take it. You
No,
know why? They're
I've,
nervous about next week.
well, maybe. I'm a little bit nervous about next week. It's always ranked playing United, however shit they are. But yeah, no, I was. Now I've had a bit of time. I'm a little bit less. I was really pissed off after the game, just because two nils in a row when you've got a chance to get some daylight. And it felt like anytime we can really move or move clear, we just bottle it. But there have been plenty of weeks this season where City have dropped points, and we have capitalised and won, and that's why we're 7 points clear.
Yeah.
And I think a Sean Dyche team at home with a decent squad of players is always going to be tough. And we had plenty of chances, didn't finish our dinner, and I'm hoping it's similar to the run up to that Villa game where we had quite a few games where we couldn't finish our chances, but we had a lot of chances. And then I said, didn't I? A battering is coming because you result to the mean or what? You eventually it comes out in the wash. So eventually we will batter someone. I hope it's next week, but probably not. But yeah,
You know what? It's my biggest fear because I think the same.
Another striker problem.
Yeah, I mean, Yokeres had a bad game. He was good against Chelsea, I thought, in the League Cup. He scored, got an assist, put himself about, but it was like playing with 10 men, to be honest,
You think
against
the games are
Forest.
starting to add up now, though? Like the top three struggling this week. I'm not giving it. Well, I am giving them an excuse, but especially Arsenal and City, they've got further in the League Cup as well. Like, are the games catching up on you? Like some
Well,
of
I think
you need a break.
that is definitely plays into it. That was our third. I don't think it's ever been. I don't think it's ever happened. Or so I've read. That was our third away game in 10 days, and we've got another. Now we're going to Inter. That's four away games in something like 12 days, and I think that's never happened before. So although one was Portsmouth in the cup, one was
The other
Chelsea.
one was London, to be fair.
Yeah, but even still, you always perform better at home.
But
I mean,
also,
I'd love to criticise Arsenal for say that they're missing out on chances, but I don't feel like it feels like that. I think you look at those two results, a draw away at Nottingham Forest and a draw at home to Liverpool, and they're not really bad results. I know they're missed opportunities, but they're not bad results. And I feel like City are going to throw plenty more opportunities Arsenal's way. I don't think you need to be like City were a few years ago, winning every single game. I don't
Yeah,
think you need to do that.
I
I
think the
think
league's more even this year.
mid like last season, I think mid 80s could win you the league.
Yeah,
Liverpool won it
you're on
again.
course for. I checked it earlier. Actually, you're on course for 86 points. I think it was pretty much, or
Yeah, I think we've
85
got
points, which I think definitely do it.
16 games to go. I think if we won 11 of them, we could probably win the league.
And if you beat City or
The
drew
way things
City,
are going. I mean, yeah, that City game. If I think City have still got to go to Anfield. I know we've got some tricky games coming up.
You've still got City in April.
Yeah, but I think at that point, if we're 10 clear of City, I don't think we get caught. But we've got to just take the next time City do drop points, we need to take advantage.
I mean, next week you could be four clear, right?
Well, I mean, it's a tough game. I think they've got Wolves. I think at home, so they'll probably pump them. And we've got United at home.
Wolves have improved. Another draw today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wolves
they
are
have.
unbeaten in four.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great.
There's no easy games in the Prem.
No, there's not.
There's
I
just
think
no any team can get a result against you.
I
And
think also what you've seen this weekend is the bottom teams are fighting now. Like there's some fight in them.
like
So
West
if
Ham.
the West Ham glorious. I mean,
Yeah.
but like the bottom teams are fighting. So if they get a point against you, don't be overly surprised. It's those middle teams with nothing to play for that are
But they still have something to play for because they're so
do.
close to Europe.
Because
yeah, that's
Everyone's
true.
got something to play for.
I think fourth to 10th is 4 points or something.
Mm.
So you're talking about four
I think
teams in the league.
the only thing that could catch up to Arsenal is just the lack of goals, which is everyone has always said is the main issue. I know you have a lot of shots, a lot of chances, but there is just a slight lack of goals in that team, and that I think is the only concern I would have as an Arsenal fan. Is that going to catch up with us? But if City are leaking 3 goals, then probably not. Is how it's gonna end up.
Yeah, and I think we do create a lot, and eventually, like I said before, it comes out in the wash. You know, we have battered a few teams. There's games where we haven't been clinical enough, and yeah, it is a concern because we've invested so much in our front line. We've got. Do you know what I saw a good point. I just don't think the balance was right in that front line. Like Wenger was very good at it. You know, if he had someone like Nasri or Arshavin on playing one side or behind, he'd have Theo Walcott on the other side. Bit of pace and someone who drops a little bit. So it's like when you start Trossard and Saka, it's complementary. It works quite well. But when you've got Martinelli and Madueke either side, and then Gyökeres in the middle, I just don't. I think he got it wrong a little bit. I would have started
Well,
Saka.
I've
I
got a
know he
question.
doesn't
What's going
like.
on with Eze?
Mm.
Um, I
Like he's
don't know.
peaked, got his hat trick, and then he's
Do you know what? It was that Villa game where he lost his man. Matty Cash got away from him and scored, and I think yeah, he hasn't played much since. But I'm it's a very this Arsenal team. There's a lot of defensive duties. It's quite demanding defensively, and I think maybe it's taken some time to adapt. But having said that, I think he's played before Christmas. He played more football than he's ever played in his career. You know, we're in 4 competitions. He's going to play. He's going to play loads. I don't think
yeah.
it's an issue. He
No,
came
because
on.
I like Eze, and
Do you
I
mean more as a point you like him as a player? You should be playing more. Or,
yeah.
yeah,
The thing is, Odegaard's banging form, so it's hard to.
But
Yeah,
I
he has stepped up.
Eze,
Odegaard stepped
he
up this
has stepped
season.
up, but Odegaard
I would
seriously,
take Eze over Odegaard.
like I
I would in
expect
this.
When
so much
I
Odegaard's
more
would have
from
playing,
last
Odegaard.
season.
when Odegaard's playing at the peak of his powers, there's not many number 10s that are better. So I think
I
a
mean, I
peak
disagree with that
Odegaard is
completely,
better than a
but
peak
yeah, yeah.
Eze.
I think Odegaard's stepped up this season from last season for sure. Compared like last season, I think he was one player that I think Arsenal fans as well probably were calling saying he didn't perhaps step up, didn't do enough. But I think this year he's been much better. And I
My
don't particularly like
disappointing
him, so
player
I'm
of the
happy.
year.
I don't know why I'm defending him, but yeah, I think he has been. I
Yeah,
think he has
it's hard to
been better
argue
than
though.
Eze.
Have
He
you
comes
two
in
had a
box.
call offline? Like, because you're being nice to each other.
Truth.
And you know what? I'm going to touch on West Ham. Great win against Tottenham. Is it time up for Frank?
Let's be frank.
Surely,
Let's be frank.
surely. I hope it's not because it's brilliant seeing them down there. Um,
But you're saying down there they've improved, right? I heard on the radio somebody put it as they are the worst team in the Premier League from last season because they finished 17th. Um,
Yeah,
so
they have.
they
Yeah,
have improved
exactly.
the
So they should
14th.
keep him in. Yeah,
I'd love them to
yeah.
keep him. It's all falling apart. It's almost worse than last season. Well, it is worse than last season. So they won a
But
scratch.
there's a bit of hammering about him because all I'm hearing is he's a really nice guy and,
Why does he chew gum like that? Like, is
and
he a child?
I
Like,
think he's nice, but he's aggressive with the gum, innit? But he's
close your mouth. He chews like a toddler. It's mental.
um, but he's just like, yeah, he was great at Brentford, but has his job at Brentford been somewhat devalued because the guy who's replaced him's come in and he's doing a decent job as well?
I think is one thing, and this is what people were saying. Oh, they've done such a good job at those mid-table teams. I like Glasner doing a fantastic job. It's one thing managing those mid-table teams. It's another thing managing a big team where there's pressure and you're expected to win every week. At Brentford, he could go on sort of a 8 game run where they don't win. Like they could draw a
We
couple
unnoticed, right?
and he'd go unnoticed. That doesn't happen at Spurs, and it's a big difference. Managing the big teams where you're expected to win week in week out isn't for everyone. It's for a very
And their home
elite set of
record,
managers.
What,
their
what do you
home
think about
record
what do you
is
think about Spurs signing Gallagher?
yeah.
I mean, I'm sad to see him go there because I liked him at Chelsea. Obviously, he's come up through the academy, but I mean, if he thinks that's what's best for his career, then fair enough. I mean, Atletico, he wasn't getting many minutes there, was he? So I think he
No, and
probably
he should
wanted to
start
move.
every game at Spurs. And if he wants to get in the World Cup, then he's got to
Yeah,
play.
yeah, exactly. I don't hold any grudges. We essentially told him he was surplus to requirements, and he's left, and he's gone on to try do what's best for his career. So you
Yeah.
can
Villa
only
was the other option, right?
yeah, but I don't think Villa were open to a permanent deal or obligation to buy at the end of the loan. Hence why, in the end, Atletico only agreed it was Spurs, is what I've
I
heard.
don't know if he would have
I
played
want
much
to,
at
I want to
Villa.
touch on
Yeah,
Glass
true.
dead. Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace haven't won in 10, right?
And his comments as well
And I was going
are
to say, but you
wild.
know what? More and
Incredible.
more, it seems like more and more managers are just commenting out in
Yeah, they just want to get sacked, right?
Marin.
Yeah, they want the payout.
Yeah, if you knew you were getting 10 million quid, and you were doing a public press conference 3 times a week, you'd call your boss a pedo, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's not going to end well, though, is it? I mean,
No,
but also,
I think it will end well. Like I mean, apparently today they've come out that they want him to see out the contract. I mean, it's going to fall apart. He's going to leave. He'll end up leaving, but it will
Oh, he said,
end
right? End of
well
the
for
season.
him.
End of the
He'll get a
season.
nice little payout.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I just think it's a shame because I think he's been a bit unrealistic with his expectations to what Palace are and will be. Guehi's got 6 months on his deal. Are they expected to sell him for free in the summer? I think that would be a bad decision, especially for a club that's middle of the table where 20 million is an important amount.
But
And
Eze,
then also, I think
Guehi,
Eze going,
it's
yeah,
up.
but Eze for 65 million. And well, he wasn't from the academy, was he? But he came in for a snip of a fee.
But,
You
I
get
mean,
a bid from Arsenal 65 mil. Like the Palace develop young talent and sell them on for profit. Unfortunately, that's what the mid-table teams have to do. I don't know, like
I think if you, from his start side, you're thinking, I've come in here, I've got you, I've won you the FA Cup, your first trophy in however long, 1,000 years.
ever, ever.
Um,
Yeah.
you're in Europe, you're playing European football. You sold our best player, fine, okay, I can live with all that. I'm now arguably your greatest ever manager, and I've put you in this position. Let's do something. Let's push on, right?
Mm.
This is your one chance to sort of climb out of mediocrity and maybe be go and spend some dough, reinvest the money, push on a little bit. Maybe let's get in Europe again next year. Let's try and be a serious operator in the Premier League now, not just surviving. And
I just
I think
don't
that
know
the owners,
if that's possible though. Is it for these teams? They don't generate enough income to
Villa,
compete with the.
Villa were sort of lower half
But, yeah,
fodder.
but Villa are a much bigger team, generate way more
Yeah, I
revenue.
mean, but like,
He
I don't
should have
know.
gone in the summer. Glasner should have just gone in the summer. It's easy for me as a United fan to tell which
Why would he
manager.
have gone in the
No,
what?
at the end of the summer when he didn't get what he wanted, and it was all that
Yeah.
faffing, he should have gone at the end of the summer, and then with all the jobs coming up, he would have got one, right? He'd probably be Forest,
Would you have
Forest,
him?
something
Would
like
you have
that.
him in the summer?
Hey?
Would you have him?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely, it's
Ancelotti.
Ancelotti,
Ancelotti isn't the
Tuchel.
answer to your problems. I'm
No,
sorry.
he's not.
No, but
But
in my
don't tell
opinion,
him that because it'll be great as he begins to figure that out.
Yeah.
Ancelotti, Tuchel, Enrique. That's the shortlist. That's all the shortlist is. It shouldn't be anybody
Your
else.
shortlist or the clubs?
That's my shortlist. The club will probably
Ah.
go for Gareth Southgate or my nan to save a few quid.
Oh, or Carrick.
Or Carrick. I mean,
Or Ollie. Bring Ollie back.
Carrick could win the next 17 or 16 games in a row. We end up champions. You never know.
God,
You never,
I
you
think
never.
I'd rather Arsenal win it than that happening.
On that note, thank you very much.